Hi guys, it's Beatrice.
It's Tammy.
And it's Sharon, and welcome back to another episode of the Uncut podcast.
Woo! Welcome back, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode in the new space.
Yeah.
Feels really good. We're now actually, you know when it's like crossover service, you've crossed over the 200 barrier. Now it's like you actually really can't deny that your podcast is like 200. I know people be saying
it's been 4 years.
Okay,
were you trying to deny it before? I'm crying.
No, but I feel like all the big people I see is like 200, 300. It's like, you know what I mean? But now it's like, okay, cool. No one, you know, the one's always small people. No, we're big girls now. What do you mean? But yeah, man.
Yeah,
For
it's
real,
true.
for real.
It's true.
Yes.
Well, welcome back, guys.
Yes,
Good
welcome
to
back.
speak to you. Good to
Yes.
see you.
Yes.
It feels nice being in this chair. I
Yeah,
can't lie.
the chair's very nice, isn't it?
Cross-legged.
Hey,
What?
hey.
I'm comfy.
I'm crying. But yeah, guys, as always, you know, we're going to do our couple shouts out. So please, if you guys are loving the content, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. We're on the road to 100k. So please show us love, show us support by hitting that subscribe button. And if you're listening on audio, make sure you guys hit follow too. It's just as important, you guys. We care about you as well. So make sure you guys hit the follow button so you guys can be notified every single time we drop an episode.
Yeah, that's really important because sometimes we drop episodes not on Monday, like exclusive stuff or like bonus bits. So make sure that you're following us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere where you listen to us. Make sure you just follow so that you're notified.
Yeah, exactly.
And we are also on Patreon as well.
Yes, we are.
An extra episode on Wednesday. If Monday is not enough for you and you need some more uncut loving in your life, then make sure you are subscribed to our Patreon. It's $3.99 a month. We drop every Wednesday. We also have a group chat on there called The Lounge.
Yep.
I actually want to change the name, but we can talk about that later.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just feel like...
Anyway, we'll save that conversation for the people that are on there.
Yeah, they'll let us know what it should be changed to.
Yeah. And obviously, like they said, that we'll be talking to those people. So with Patreon, you get that kind of back and forth. Like we can discuss things on there. And that privilege is for people only on Patreon.
Yes. But then again, we have obviously recently activated for my people them on WhatsApp. So make sure you guys head on over to WhatsApp channels. We're posting like BTS behind the scenes of like what's going on.
BTS, yeah.
I know, throwback,
Blast
right?
from the past.
Blast from the past. BTS behind the scenes footage of everything that's going on with the studio and stuff. So also make sure you head on there if you're feeling like, I don't want to miss out. So yeah, make sure you hit.
Yeah, that's so important as well because sometimes you guys be asking us questions like, where's this outfit from? Where's your hair from? What lip combo is that? Well, every week on WhatsApp channels, we show you guys our outfits. We'll tell you where everything is from.
Yes.
And you'll be hearing more of our voices through the voice notes, singing and talking.
Okay, don't promise them too
dancing
much.
and laughing.
I'm so done. I feel like my dancing will be reserved for Patreon. But but maybe
your
I'll give you
singing
guys
will be on
one
WhatsApp.
or two notes for WhatsApp.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's true. But yeah, guys, let's jump straight into the episode.
So obviously it's been a minute. Just want to know how you guys are doing. How was your week? What have you been up to? The way you guys both look into the sky, like what are you looking for?
Because I have to think, because I feel like this week has been like a blur.
Yeah.
I haven't really. I don't actually
remember
what I did.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I've had it's been a busy week, but it's been pretty good. I got my hair done. Got my hair did.
Yeah.
Braids, boho braids.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm not really like a hair person like that.
What do you
so
mean?
I'm really like, I'm not like good at like hair. So I'm hoping that, because you know they say like boho braids is like high maintenance.
Oh, you mean like that?
Oh,
So so I'm hoping that by the time you see the episode next week, this hair is not matted.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got my hair done.
Turn into boohoo braids.
Boohoo. Don't kill me.
Boohoo braids.
Boohoo
God.
braids, yeah. But yeah, I've had a pretty busy week, but yeah, it's been good. And then obviously we started in this space as well, so that's been nice. Like just like new stuff. I feel like this year for us has been a lot of like new beginnings in a way, even though we've been doing like this pod for a while. Even someone said to me the other day, 200 episodes, that happened quick. I said, it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
It's not
been
still.
easy.
Literally, at all.
But yeah, how about you guys?
Yeah, not too bad. I would say as well, like you said, exciting stuff that's been happening, which has been good. We went to a concert. You went to the Taiki. Sorry, I always say Tasty now, but know what it is. It's Taiki the Taiki. But yeah, we went there. It was really, really good. It was my first time going to a concert where the person wasn't English. Like, they wasn't speaking English like throughout. Like, as in the interactions with the crowd, everything was in French.
Yeah.
Oh, everything was
everything was in French. And I felt like,
so
wow,
like what? So when he was saying
everything was in French.
So when he was speaking and you guys just
in between songs,
they were doing banter between themselves.
I'm saying like when he was speaking French, like, you know, sometimes they'll be like, are you good over there?
Oh yeah, no,
like,
we didn't know what
we
he
didn't
said.
know, but we cheered.
We just when people would cheer, we would cheer as well.
Yeah, but there were some words that I picked. There was obviously you know us, we know
Mademoiselle, ladies,
exactly. We know those type of phrases.
Right.
No, we do. So
what are the phrases?
No, like Sharon said, like
Mademoiselle.
Like obviously, you know those kind of things, like typical phrases, like how you doing this evening?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. And then because it was a concert between two guys, so like a lot of the time they'll be saying my brother. So we knew that they were like conversing, mon frère, like, all that sort of thing. So we know those type of stuff. But actually, I realized I was going to say, so you know, towards the end when like I think he had just done Room 97, and then he was like sort of crouching on the floor.
Yeah.
And I heard I heard him say mon frère, and I thought he was just saying like big up my guy, but actually it's because he lost his brother recently. So I went onto his Instagram and I realized it was because of that. So it was very emotional because I realized he was like tearing up and he couldn't sing just parts of the song. But yeah, which was obviously really, really sad. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty good. Like I said, it was different vibes. I was thinking, if it was like a Nigerian artist that came to this like country, like they would definitely not do that. But I'm thinking, I can imagine someone like Ashake being the closest to doing it.
I think it's kind of different just because like we actually speak English in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So
English
like
is the official language of Nigeria.
Yeah. Whereas a lot of these French-speaking African countries, French is actually like their official language.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of different. Yeah. But I rated it.
I loved it. I was annoyed.
I wasn't.
Some people are very much. You know.
Yeah, like how
British
people say Ashake.
British people are very entitled. Like they feel like.
If you're in this country, you must speak this language.
And also, when we go to other places, we actually really still expect them to speak some sort of English. Like, English. They don't know English. Like, it's like something that you just expect.
They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it went to Spain and they didn't speak any English.
They don't understand what I was trying to say.
It's sorry, you're in Spain, darling.
Literally. So I feel like from that perspective, we're very entitled. But it was nice to be like, you know what, this isn't I loved
language.
It was
I rated it proper. Like,
there was a lot of black people as well. Which
and a lot of white people too.
Yeah, and a lot of white people too.
There were a lot of white people on our road.
Exactly.
It was good, man. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. And it's just so funny because like Beatrice and I like will hear like a song that we know, and then we'll know like maybe 2 or 3 words, and then the rest. Because I say to Beatrice like, how are we going to interact in this concert? And then we were like, we'll just hum.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we do. Da 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 da. Yeah. What? Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It was good. I don't really listen to Daju that much. But after the concert yesterday, I'm definitely going to be listening to him a lot more.
For sure. They're very talented. Like, they're actually good at singing. Like,
sorry, Taiki dancing.
Hey,
that guy can move his waist. Wow.
Ha.
Oh my. Nah, that guy is funny.
Yeah, he was very animated throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, for example, you know when we go down, we like he just randomly out nowhere. So funny.
I was jokes,
oh my God, I loved it. But yeah, that's basically what I'd done during the week. But yeah, it was really good. What about you, Tammy?
I'm easy. I didn't really do much to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. But by the time this drops out, obviously we would have gone to see I Said What I Said live show.
So it's today.
Yeah, it's today,
exactly.
but we're gonna go and see it. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be really, really good. Obviously, the girls are in town. So we mentioned, you guys should know if you're listening to us, that we always refer to their podcast. They're based out in Nigeria and they're doing a live show in London. I think they do one in
Ireland as well.
Oh, in Ireland as well, and somewhere else as well.
Manchester.
They did Manchester, London, and then Ireland.
Oh, nice, amazing. I don't know if they did that last year. Is this their first time going to multi?
Yeah,
they did Manchester definitely last time.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Did they?
London.
I didn't know that. Maybe they did.
I'm almost certain that they did Manchester last time.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Really?
I think they did 2 nights in London.
I know they did 2 nights in London for sure.
That could be.
I don't know. But anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
by now it'd be too late to go and see them.
It'd be too late to go and see them. But yeah, we're gonna go and see them. So that'll be good.
That'll be fun. But
yeah.
So guys, we started this like segment. Or should I say started? I don't know. We did it, we launched it on the live show or at the live show. Hey, English is failing me.
It is well.
Too busy speaking French.
Too busy speaking French. Bonjour, bonsoir. But yeah, we launched this segment on at the live show, and I wanted to bring it back because I just feel like hot takes are like super interesting. Like it just gets the conversation going. Do you know what I mean? So my hot take for this week, I don't even know, maybe it's not a hot take. Maybe you guys will agree with me. But I just think sometimes it's okay to quit. Like sometimes people be hanging on. And it's actually okay to say, listen, I tried. And this is in all aspects. Like even your job sometimes, listen, that industry may not be for you. It's okay to leave. That friendship may not be for you. It's okay to leave. That relationship certainly is not for you. Please leave. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like there's this like notion that, oh no, you have to keep trying. Like you're almost at the breakthrough. Like, you know, those like images or gifs of like some guy like knocking down the wall or whatever, and there's like a treasure behind, and then like somebody else has. Yeah, but sometimes you're not close. Like sometimes it's just not. Do you know what I mean?
I hear it. I don't know if you saw Taser. Shout out Taser. He's always putting out like shout out Taser. But him and his business partner Matthew, they featured on Chizo's podcast, and they were talking about their events business. Yeah. And essentially, even not even related to that, but that's basically where this conversation was happening. But Matthew basically spoke about the fact that when he goes on holidays, he's very much one of them people that likes to get really like involved with like what's the local community, like all those sort of things. So basically, I think I don't know if it was Thailand or Bali, I can't remember where it was, but he went out a few days before the guys joined him so that he could do like something like local stuff, basically. Yeah. And part of that involved like him going to like an island that wasn't too far away. Now, I think he said you could take the boat, but there was an option to swim. And he's a fitness guy. Like he does a lot of content as well in terms of like testing out gym. So he's like into fitness. So he swam. He said the swim like it's about 30 minutes. So it's not too far.
Swimming 30 minutes non-stop.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
30 minutes swimming.
What?
30 minutes.
You said it was 30 minutes. That means that it's far.
I think it was 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure it was 30 minutes.
That is a long swim.
Yes, but basically he said that it got to about 10 minutes in and he was like, oh, this is kind of long still. But then, yeah, exactly. So that's what I was going to say in terms of that particular situation.
Yeah, but that one is do or die.
Yeah, but sometimes what people do is that they're halfway. But he was like, I could go back. And he was like, I was going to go back. But then I realized I'm basically halfway. Do I want to put the effort to then go back and then basically be where I started? Or that exact same effort, hold on, wait. That exact same effort, if I then go forward, I'm at my journey. So that it's like sometimes, like I get what you're trying to say, basically giving a different starts and different occasions where actually it might be a case where you are unfortunately like halfway in the middle where you're like maybe just a couple more moments.
But can I give a rebuttal? That one, you are assured success because he knows that there's land. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like he knows that there's land in 20 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. Yeah. But sometimes you actually don't know. And that's what I'm talking about in situations where, like, let's say he just started swimming thinking that he could do it, right? Yeah. But he didn't know that there was certainly land. It was just kind of like, I'm just going to give it a go. Like, I believe that there is land ahead of me, but I don't know for sure. And then you're swimming for 20 minutes and you're thinking, hey, this is actually getting really exhausting. Like, I feel like I'm actually like struggling. But then instead of you being like, listen, I actually gave it my all and I tried for like the 20 minutes of swimming or whatever. And I don't really know like how far it is ahead of me. Let me go back. And I'm not saying, I don't want to diminish like hard work because I think hard work's really important. And we've shared on this pod before as well about how like we were on the brink of like just being like, listen, we tried our best and we were like, we're going to try one more thing. And then if this doesn't work, it's fine to let it go. Yeah. And I genuinely feel like if we got to that position of like, we have one more thing that we want to do. If this doesn't work, it's fine to quit. I genuinely would have been happy with the fact that like we actually tried our best.
But let me tell you why I think that that's still fine. But
you don't agree?
I don't think that example is that good.
Why?
Because we didn't try our best.
No, but our best would have been like doing the studio.
No.
What was
you
missing?
said that at that point that you would have been if we said that we quit.
No, I said if we tried the studio and that still didn't bang.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But this is why I feel like the thing that you're saying, the reason why you can say that is because we've seen that the studio on others is what elevates their content. No, as in genuine on the obviously there's some people
if you're looking at
a pan view, the people who are successful, all of them are in a studio. That's at least the bare minimum. So we don't even have the bare minimum that you see everybody do. No, but I'm just being real and just being. You know what I mean?
So that's why I was like, oh no. Yeah. that's why I thought when you said at that point, if we had quit,
no, of course.
And I was like, oh, no.
I think we knew that we needed visuals and we needed them to be a high standard, right? But what I'm trying to say is like...
But wait, hold on. Let me...
Okay, sorry.
Basically, what I was going to say is that sometimes I get what you're trying to say in terms of like, yes, you've been swimming for 20 minutes or you might be doing something for a while and you're just like, it's not guaranteed success. But let's say all the case studies around you have showcased that if you do this, it could work to something. So I get that it's not always applicable, but sometimes you might have to go hard. You might go, it's more understandable why you would go harder because you've seen it happen so many times. Like imagine everybody...
Can I give another aspect to that? I do believe that that's important, right? But I think the reason why you will be assured success in a situation like that where you're giving it 120% is if you have the talent. For example, using the swimming analogy, no matter how hard you try, if you can't swim, you're finished.
No, but he's already started swimming.
No, but what I'm trying to say is like, you can be like, let's say somebody is like, they think that there are, you know, like swimming, there's like different standards. Like I can swim, yeah, but I don't think I can swim for 30 minutes to another island. I'll be real. Like I can swim, but I can swim like maybe for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever the case may be. Just because like I have like some degree of like ability does not necessarily mean that I have the talent to be able to do it like all the way to the end. And so what I'm trying to say is that you can definitely, like, you know that phrase where it's like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard? You have to at least have some talent. Like, I don't
But why are you assuming that there's no talent?
No, I'm just saying in a situation where if you don't...
Yeah, but so you're saying if someone doesn't make it past a certain point, it's because they lack talent? Because that's what you're saying.
That could be an aspect to it. That's what I'm saying. Like, with our pod, right? Like, if we realise that we've given it all, like, maybe we're just not as banging as we thought we were. Like, maybe we're just not as, like personable as we thought we were on camera.
To clarify that the talent thing is not always like it's not going to be this thing that you're like it's definitely the talent that's missing. It's just it could be
because situation. Like I said, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. If you've got talent but you aren't willing to put in the work, you're never going to be successful. They come hand in hand, I think. But basically, what I'm trying to say is like I just don't like. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like sometimes it's okay to be like I've given this my all, and to be like okay, I've actually tried my best. And this isn't working and that's fine. And like, I can have peace walking away from this, knowing that I did all I could do and that it's just not working for me. Like, I don't feel like we're all called to do everything. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Tammy, do you want to add anything?
I'm still trying to understand why he chose to swim.
I'm crying. He's a fitness person. He's a fitness guy.
He did it successfully.
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah, but halfway.
He was just like, this is kind of long because he was just like, what's the point? Because basically he was going to an island. Basically, I think the island was just like a sightseeing thing and like, you can't do anything on the island. It was just, you'll go there, you'll see, like, look around a little bit. Like, you can just walk.
Did he swim back?
Yeah, he swam back.
He swam back as well.
It was fine. He was just like, but he said that he was just there, rested for like 20 minutes. It felt like he accomplished stuff. Look around. People who are into fitness, they're like, they're
getting a dread.
I saw a girl on TikTok the other day saying that she's going for a 20k run. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, people do that. So
people enjoy that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think there's anything wrong with him swimming.
But what I was gonna just say
Good
as well,
on you, brother, because as soon as I get into that pool, I'll be like, is there a small air bag I can chew or something?
I'm crying.
Like, I would not. What?
Yeah.
Even if I could swim for 30 minutes, I don't think I would swim.
Because you'd be scared.
in open water.
So yeah, that's the thing. That's the
fear. It's not even just fear, but like, yeah, I guess fear because anything can happen.
Yeah, it's fear.
Yeah, it's fear. Yeah.
No, but I don't think it's like fear. I think it's more so like,
is this safe?
Is this like, is it like you get a bit anxious, like,
it
might be a fish or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But to what you guys are saying, I also think I agree with what you're saying, but I also think that quitting doesn't have to be for a negative reason. You can quit because something has run its course.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying no. You were saying that, what you said last was that, I'm just not good at this thing. We've tried it and it's done. That's why we're quitting. I'm saying that you can quit positively.
As in it's doing well, but I just want to quit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's different to what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm saying that there's times where you can quit something. Not that something is wrong or something, but some things just run its course.
What is the situation like?
When you say run its course, what makes it run its course? Is it you saying that?
Are you doing this podcast forever?
No. So you're saying, so you mean like, so if it's
I actually don't know. Like, I don't know what.
But sorry sorry to you guys, but in 20 years, I don't know whether I will be sitting on this couch doing the like. I don't think.
So when you say that, so you mean like if something bigger came up for you, it's
not
good for you to go somewhere else.
But it's just if I feel
I'm done now.
If I feel like I'm done now, I'm done. Like there's no.
Yeah, but that feeling is like I wouldn't quit the pod if I'm still enjoying doing the pod.
No, but it's not about enjoying something. But if something has become like, it's still fine to do. It's still I can still enjoy it, but it's kind of like I can gracefully bow out. Yeah. You know, there's some people that gracefully bow out.
I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to understand what the why would be.
I get it. It's quitting though. It would be quitting.
No, I know it's quitting, but I don't understand why.
Because it's run its course. Like
what does that look like?
Not everything needs to run, keep on running. Some things is good when it ends. Like, I don't know, like...
I get that, and I agree.
Like you know, there's some people, I don't want to call out anyone here, but there's some people that they're still podcasting or they're still doing something, but it's kind of like, you should have wrapped this up about 3 years. Like, okay. Not saying that something that dramatic or mad happened or something like that, but I just feel like some things just run its course. It's good to know when to bow out gracefully so you can still... I don't know.
But I feel like what you've just said now is kind of what I'm saying in terms of they should have quit a long time ago.
No, because the examples that you gave were like quit job, quit a relate. Like it all sounded like there was like a specific reason.
But you just said like they should have wrapped up a few years ago.
But what I'm saying is like there's some things where it's like you can just like there's no like there's no like thing
momentous moment. It's
there's no thing like, oh, this is the reason why, like, oh, I fought with Beatrice. This is the reason why I'm leaving the podcast. So do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. It's like
just like if someone asked you why, you'd be like, I just want to.
Like it's run. Like it's
that's fine. No one's gonna hold you.
But do you think that the reason why you're doing that is because your time is probably more valuable elsewhere?
Or like you're just tired?
Because that's what I would think. I'm just thinking about in that situation. I'd be like, actually, it's run its course. It's fine. It was so successful. You know, sometimes, for example, some business owners, they're like, this is great. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it to whoever's doing it to take it on, take the baton. Let me now, with my time, focus on something else. I want to start something else, something new. Like that is. I think that's the attitude you're.
I agree with that.
But I was more saying because. I'm not saying that the examples that you gave were negative, but it's kind of like there was you
have to have some positive
ones.
There's
like a thing that is like, something happened.
Like even where like, you know, like athletes, like it's just kind of like they'll retire when they've hit the peak of their career. I'm not saying that they're not still good and they're not gonna be, but it's just like, listen, I've won this. I've won this now. Like, let me just leave on a high. I know I can come back and still do it. But it's just like, do you know what? I'm actually succeeding now. Let me. Do you know? So I get. But
then
that
kind of means that you probably internally will feel like you succeeded. Like as in you.
Oh, you've completed it.
Yeah, because you. For example,
that's what Tammy means about running it.
So is that actually quitting though? Because you're not actually quitting. You're not. I'm trying to think if the definition is
quitting.
Quitting.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's actually quitting. Yeah. But I do get what you guys are saying. I think you guys have made some really good points. The thing that I was going to jump in with though is that I don't want people to think that I was saying, oh, just go and don't do that.
I'm not saying that.
But also, I think, Sharon, the thing that I prefer in terms of this, the way that you phrased it is, it's an internal feeling. Like as in, yes, you're talking about talent, you're just talking about this, but as in, if you can walk away without looking back and thinking, what if? I think that's when you're right to go. Yeah. Because I don't think it's about the talent thing. I don't think it's about, oh, you try so many times. I just think it's about internally. Because sometimes you might try so many times, but internally, you know yourself as a person. You're someone that always looks back at your mistakes thinking, oh, what if? So if you're that person, just continue.
Can I even add to that as well? What? Sorry, just really quickly. I don't want to make it sound like if you're not good at something, you shouldn't do it. Because I also do things that I'm not very good at, but I just enjoy doing it. It's like a hobby. Do you know what I mean? Like with the pod, I was actually, I was not, there was never, until maybe recently, I was never thinking like this could be my job or my career. It was just like, I enjoy doing this. Yeah. If the pod can just pay for itself. Like I was like, I would rather not have to fork out my own money. Yeah. But I was like, I don't really care like necessarily if people were listening. I just enjoyed doing it. I thought it was fun. And that's completely fine as well. But I'm talking about,
to be quite frank.
That's how we started. I'm just talking about the people who are complaining about the fact that, oh, my days, this job, like, I just feel like I'm not valued. I'm not progressing. But sometimes it's like, kind of just wait and think like, is this actually where my strengths lie? Like, is this really what I should be doing? Yeah. Or am I just doing it because it's like, and it's fine for a job to be a means to an end, but it's like, if you're dreading something every single day, you wake up and you're filled with anxiety and fear and worry, it's okay to just be like, listen, I did my best. Like, 100%. I tried my best. Maybe this is not where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. And God has given us all different talents and things. And maybe just find the area where you know you will succeed. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm more
But would you say that person should then quit before finding something else? Because sometimes I think what people do is that even though they're unhappy, they're like, and I think that's what the caveat is, you need to be still doing something on the side to help you get your way out. But I'm of that opinion where you can't just quit without having some sort of
I mean, plan. I won't say like you can't just do that. Yeah. It's not something I would do. Yeah. Like, I know that there are some people who have literally got to their wits' end and they're like, listen,
you must be living somewhere that you can, like, you must have, I think it would be very silly for you to just quit without having any sort of money, or even being in your family's home, having some sort of protection. That's what
it's not wise, but some people have come to their
wits'
end. Like, I need to get out of that situation. And like, again, like, it's not something that I think I would do just because of the way I'm wired. Like, I'm quite risk averse. Yeah. But I've spoken to people who have been like, no, I've come to the point where like, I will find something. Like, there are some people that have that kind of mentality of like, I will actually always find something. Yeah. Like, they're happy to even go and take a retail job for a bit just to like give themselves some time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's an individual thing, but oh, that's good. I'm glad that we were able to debate that hot take because I wasn't sure.
Cool. Let's move on to the dilemma. I saw this dilemma. Someone sent it in. I was like, hey, thank you. I went on a few dates with a guy who was really into me and wanted a future with me. I couldn't take him seriously in the moment, I couldn't take him seriously, but in a moment of weakness, I hooked up with him.
How did you get from there to there?
Come on, man.
I know, it's very simple. I couldn't take him seriously, but in a moment of weakness, I hooked up with him.
Oh, sorry. So they're dating.
So I was talking about it, just didn't take him seriously.
Yeah, but then
it's not like there weren't any. I thought it was.
I thought she went from 0 to 100.
Yeah, exactly.
It was amazing.
Oh.
I then broke things off with him as I didn't want to continue having a casual relationship.
Okay.
A few days after I ended things, he started dating my good friend. He alleged that he didn't know that they were friends.
Okay.
That we were friends, sorry.
Okay.
As their relationship progressed, it was clear to me that she saw that she was a lot more into him than he was her.
Sorry, say that line again.
As their relationship progressed, it was clear to me that she was a lot more into him than he was her.
Oh.
He eventually broke up with her. I have never told her about my history with him.
Okay.
Since they broke up, he's been messaging me.
Hi.
Trying to meet up.
Hi.
I've made it clear to him that because of Go Code rules, so we can only ever be friends. That hasn't put him off. I am beginning to see him as a potential partner and or a sneaky link. If I go there, my friendship will be over. But what if he's my husband? What should I do?
I hear
Girls are so funny.
I hear it though.
Because you started this dilemma saying that, oh no, I can't do that. And then it's like somebody else has gone there now and it's like, oh, actually.
No, but it's not because
maybe this is my partner.
I genuinely write history.
I genuinely feel like, I can't lie, and we've said this before, and there's like, I came across a reel about it. There's like some sort of there's like a theory that is named after, but I can't remember now. The whole thing of like, when somebody else has someone, they become more attractive because then you're realizing that somebody else has seen something in that person that you didn't actually see that has made them fit to be a partner for someone else. And then after a while you're thinking, but that person I just left to the wayside, maybe actually. You guys don't think that?
No, I'm saying that could definitely happen.
No, that could definitely happen. But
you don't think it's this?
I don't think it's.
Really? Why?
Because I think they were having their casual relationship, and then, like she said, he didn't seem that into her as the other girl was into him.
Yeah, so if it was a case,
is that what she said? Yeah. I thought she said her friend was more into him than he was into her.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, okay. So
he wasn't actually giving that girl bare energy. If he was giving her the bare energy, then I'd be like, okay, cool. You're seeing like, oh right, like he can actually like look after a partner.
Then
like
then he's the one that's been messaging her, and it's kind of like, oh,
yeah,
like what's popping? What's popping? Like to see what's going on.
But okay, I kind of get what Sharon's saying.
No, I get what Sharon's saying, but I don't think it's in this situation because it's just like they had a relationship it broke off. He started dating her friends. Her friend, that broke off. Now they've circled back.
Yeah. And maybe it's not an ego boost. I think it's even an ego boost about your like herself. Because imagine if someone that was trying to be into you, but then you weren't giving it. They went somewhere else, but you can see in wherever they weren't happy.
And you're back again.
Exactly, they're back again.
Yeah.
I think it's more of an ego boost to you, like, oh, rah.
I got it like that.
Yeah, I got it like that.
I don't know though. Like, I don't know if I.
Well, you don't think an ego boost? If a guy,
I think in the moment
it will be, but it will be. I don't know if that's the reason.
A conscious, like, you know, when people do things like consciously, like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna go here because I will get an ego boost. Because even if someone is messaging you,
no, I'm saying you're more flattered by him. Because imagine if a guy that you weren't taking seriously before comes to you, you're just coming to me, cool, fine. Oh, now you've gone to another girl, but now you come back to me. You must actually be, you must like me for you to come back again. Like,
yeah, but that was never debatable.
No, but also she didn't. You know how sometimes if you're not taking someone seriously, in my head it means you don't really think that what they're coming with is of substance. It's like, okay, cool, you're coming here. You're probably just wanting to do the sneaky link and stuff. But now after going elsewhere, you've realised, no, I actually really do want you. Let me come back. That's why I feel like it's a bit more of an ego boost. Like, oh, rah. Actually, maybe you are someone that is seriously. Maybe you are someone that I can take to be my boyfriend, because even when you go away, you still feel like you need to come back.
Is that a reason why you should be trying to get with a guy and make him...
I didn't say you should try. I'm just saying...
No, is it like, I can't... I hear what you're saying, but I wouldn't use that as like a justifiable reason for...
No, Beatrice was just saying that there's some sort of ego boost in that, where it's kind of like, oh, you've gone out, you've come back, I'm still here, and you want me more than you want anybody else. And I do hear it.
I do hear it.
But I think in this situation, because she's asking, what should I do?
Whether she should go with the guy.
Maybe she should go with the guy, or her friendship will be over.
Oh yeah, it's true. I forgot about the friend entirely. Did she say it's a good friends or something?
Yeah, she said he started dating my good friend.
I wouldn't run.
Good.
I wouldn't get with this guy.
Oh really?
Yeah, because
but you had it first.
It doesn't matter. You've not told your friend about this guy at all. So now you have to first of all reveal it, and then you now got to be like, oh yeah, I'm with him again. And also the only reason I'd also say I wouldn't do that is because when you had him, you weren't really feeling him like that. Has anything changed about the guy that has now made him husband material? Or is it just like what I said, kind of just seeing him elsewhere and then being like, oh, right, so he can be a boyfriend. Okay, maybe I should like think about it more. I don't know. I'm just not convinced that like this guy is the guy of your dreams, because when you had him, you weren't feeling him at all.
Yeah, but that's just life. You can't just take everything as like, oh,
no, but I mean,
like a fairy tale, like I saw him and like,
no, I know. But I wouldn't. Basically, what I'm talking about a situation where he's dated your good friend and you may lose your friend because of this. So I'm saying, like, has anything actually changed? So, like, do you think that this relationship is going to be worth losing a friend over? Because if you had said, like, no, this is like, he's changed, he's this, I now see him like this, and I'd be like, maybe you should have a conversation with your friend and just let her know and see, like, if you guys are cool. Like, do you know what I mean? But it's like, you're gonna take a risk and you don't even know if there's any reward.
Yeah,
and you may lose a friend and then end up like heartbroken from this relationship. Or do you know what I mean? What do you think? She should just go there.
She should risk it.
Really?
Just like no caveat.
What do you mean no caveat?
Like you don't think, as in the answer is just straight risk it?
I feel like she should probably talk to her friend and tell her that they were dating casually and now it's back on the bubble. Like,
I don't think you guys would like.
You can't rewrite history. Like, that's exactly what happened. Like, there's no, you can't help how you feel.
Do you not think that, like, I'm trying to think, right? Let's say now I've just revealed to each of you that I actually dated your exes. Just now.
I'll tell you, how did it go?
And then I'll be like, oh, by the way, like, he's been feeling me, he's this, and that. I think I'm going to get back with him. Would you not feel like, what the hell? Like, how did you not tell me that before? Like, I've confided in you about this relationship. Would you not feel betrayed?
But from this, it feels like she says her good friend, but I don't feel
that's my thing.
It's not like how we are, because if anyone
good friend.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
maybe I'm done playing it. That's why I said I think it depended on what good friend means.
I think it depends on the good friend, because you said Because you know you have friends and you have good friends. Like,
because I'm trying to figure out, obviously it's not your best friends. Like, so maybe you two aren't like the best examples. But what I'm trying to say is like a good friend. Like, she could have just said my friend. She said good friend.
I know, but I've heard of situations where people are cool and you would, if you see them, you'll say hello, like you're friendly, you have each other on social.
Friend.
See, that's your own definition. But some people just say good friend means someone you get along with.
That, oh yeah, we're friends, we're cool. Yeah. But I'm saying that in certain, I've heard certain situations where someone has dated someone and then they started dating someone else, like, but the girls are cool.
Yeah.
And it's like they're friends, like they see each other out and stuff like that. Like, I've heard of situations like that, and you can still coexist. It really depends on the level of friendship that you have with the girl, and the fact that the girl that wrote this didn't tell the good friend about their relationship. Clearly, they're not that good.
Close.
They're
because
not that close.
In the moment where the guy was actually talking to her, that other friend wouldn't even accepted the guy coming to her, because she would have known that he was already doing sneaky linky with the other person. Do you get my point? Because would you so that means that you would have accepted going into a relationship with a guy that you know as a good friend, because you're just saying, like, for example,
she obviously hadn't told her,
but
I'm trying to think about even myself. Like, I'm not gonna say like I tell all of my good friends like everything I get up to all the time.
Okay, so then you're...
Do you know what I mean?
But, like, but from that perspective, those people that you don't tell about your relationship...
Sneaky link. It's not a relationship.
A guy that you slept with, he's been interested, he's been pursuing you, and you ended up hooking up with him. You wouldn't tell those people, but then you'd expect, basically in the relationship context, that those people would 100%
How is that
be in
not
and
different?
out. No, I'm saying I'm just saying that that's the situation you're saying.
Do you not think so? Like, I don't like know all of you guys, not trying to bait anybody out, but like I don't know everybody's sneaky links here.
No,
but like relationships, of course I know your relationships.
But if you now popped up with someone that I've previously sneaky linked, I'd be like, madam, I sneaky linked with that person. But in this situation, she didn't say that.
I don't know whether she's doing
I think she should have said that though.
Maybe she
should
have.
Her good friend.
Like she didn't need to.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe she felt like she didn't need to. And maybe
Can I see this again?
Yeah. Maybe their situation was so far gone that even
she couldn't even jump in.
And then what do you even stand on? Oh yeah, we were
just
sneaky link.
Yeah, it's peak. It depends on the timing.
Friends.
Yeah, imagine you've already found out that they're in a relationship already.
That you didn't know.
Would you come in and scatter it because of your sneaky link? Someone that you know that's like, you get on
I'm
with.
trying to think about a good friend.
Yeah.
I actually have to say something. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like, I would, especially where the guy is messaging me as well, and I'm even responding, oh, that's bad.
When?
No, but that's after they
messaged
split.
After
they split.
So how does he know? How does she know that she was more into him than he was into her?
Maybe the conversation
would have come up.
Who? Her and the guy?
No, her
and the girl.
Yeah. Oh, during the relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm more into him than he's into me.
No, but maybe she can. But that could be your take. That could be your takeaway from just hearing general things.
Okay.
If you've been around certain couples,
sometimes
you look at them like go on. Like, and it's not good to judge people's relationship, but everyone is human. Like everyone has an opinion on something. It's whether you voice it or whether you just. That's why that time when someone said, "Would you rather have your opinions heard, your what's in your head heard, or what was the other one?" Me, I don't want my opinions heard. Or this mind thought, God,
exactly.
I would be the way I'd be cancelled. Oh God,
I'm so dark.
Oh God.
So Sharon is saying you should say something. Tammy is saying that.
I'm saying that you should tell your friend that this is the situation.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm doing.
And this is what I'm doing.
Yep.
I'm ever so sorry. Like it depends on how it depends on how you are a person.
Yeah.
If you're willing, some girls are willing to end friendships over man. And that's just plain and simple. I don't think it's wrong. I think it's just part of your where your morals lie or stuff like that. Some people are easy, they'll say bye to their friends for man. Some don't. Some will rather go with their friends. I don't know. Maybe the friend will marry them. I don't know.
Can I say something?
Go on.
Do you not remember that episode? I don't know if it was on Patreon or not, where we were saying, bitches and I was saying that we wouldn't mind if our friend dated like a guy that we had been with, and you were like, absolutely not.
Did I say that?
Yeah. You were like, nah, man, it would be awkward. Remember? You don't remember? We were going back and forth. You don't remember? I'm sure our loyal listeners and watchers remember.
No, but I think the caveat in this story was
they went there
first. Were already together. It's different if I was with someone and you now come and say that, oh no, I'm now dating Johnny. Excuse me, no, because you saw me.
You know Johnny because of me. Okay.
It's different. I think this. I don't think I don't do friends dating people that.
Yeah.
That they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't do that. But this story is different because they were already a thing. And then he now went with your friend, allegedly didn't know that you guys were friends.
Yeah.
And then, you know, but in this situation, it's a bit different. Like,
yeah. Should I summarize my thoughts?
Go on.
Personally, I would say if you think it's worth risking the relationship, as in if he has changed since the beginning, which is when you guys were doing.
When you're saying change, that's what you.
Do you know why though? I'm saying that.
I think you think that he did something wrong.
No, I'm not saying that he did anything wrong. She just said that he wasn't like he wasn't anyone that she didn't want to take him seriously.
But that doesn't mean that.
Let me not say change, but let me just say if you now view him as husband material, and the reasons why you didn't view him before are now resolved. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're okay with that, then yeah, go ahead and risk your friendship. Clearly, I feel like the friend can't mean that much to you if you're bringing that to us.
Like that.
Then go ahead. But if you think that you may end up in a situation like your friend, which is no longer in a relationship, then I don't necessarily, bro.
No, it's true.
Then I don't think it's necessarily worth it.
It's true.
Okay, what about your thoughts?
No, you guys are somebody else. We've said it. We said no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, just have a personal conversation with your friend and see how you move forward.
All the best. Let us know how that goes.
Yeah, give us an update. Please, guys, when you send dilemmas, can you please give us an update? Even if you DM us, like, oh, I was the girl who sent something about my friend.
Yeah.
And send us a DM, we'll respond.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next segment, which is Song of the Week. So as you guys know, every single week we add a song to our playlist that is available on Spotify. It's available on Apple Music and it's also available on YouTube. And we basically do a theme each month. The theme of this month is gospel. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. I think I mentioned it on the previous episode that I basically had been listening to the playlist through and through. It's really, really uplifting. It's like a great way to start your mornings as well. So if you're feeling like you need to look for a good playlist, definitely check ours out. So like I said, the theme is gospel. So girls, what are you adding to the playlist this week?
Shall I start?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to add a few songs. I'm going to add a song called Anthem of My Heart by JC May.
Okay.
I just came across it on Instagram one time and I actually really love it. I'm going to also add Over and Over by Elevation Rhythm. I'm going to add Famous by Obed. I think did he go to Loughborough? I don't even know. But anyway...
Are you asking us
no,
as a Loughborough person?
Do you know what it was? Basically, this song, Famous, right? It's like a Christmas song.
Okay.
But I came across it because he did like a Christian version of 22 by
Taylor Swift.
22.
J.O. Oh,
yeah.
Have
you seen it?
I've seen that one.
Instagram.
Snippet on TikTok.
Yes, exactly. Come, please, Obed, if you're listening to this, can you make that into a full song and put it on Spotify? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Boy, there was one day I just had it on repeat. Like, you know how TikTok, if you don't change it can just keep... I was looping that thing. Anyway, so I came across him that way. And then he wrote this song around Christmas time, Famous. And I sent it to my brother. Obviously, my brother goes to... maybe I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, he then messaged me and was like, oh, Obed's actually at our uni. And so that's why I'm thinking maybe he went to Loughborough. But anyway, whatever the case may be, I'm adding Famous by Obed.
Nice.
And then I'm going to add one more song. Kadosh. You guys know that?
Oh, Kadosh.
I don't know that song.
Oh, how's it go?
Hold on. Kadosh.
Wait, no, I don't think that's it. Anyway,
he said the same way. It's like, Kadosh.
Yeah.
I don't remember how it goes.
It was raining last year.
Yeah, I'm so done. It was a good one. Tell me, what are you going to add to the playlist?
I'm adding 2 songs.
Yep.
So I'm going to add Nicole C. Mullen, Redeemer.
Okay. I know. Yeah.
Married. Fam,
That's such an old song.
My mum had that album and we used to play it in the car all the time. So I'm recently, my pastor turned 60 and our choir in our church are spectacular.
Really?
They are what? Hey! They are so good. Like, we don't have any African aunties. Hey,
You have to add that one.
Is this my icon?
Oh,
we actually
love you, African.
we actually don't have any person off key.
Yeah.
So it was my pastor's 60th birthday, and I think this is one of his favorite songs. And as in, there were tears rolling down my eye. It was so
I love it.
good. And the other song I'm adding is Mary Mary Shackles.
Oh yeah.
The fact that that song went mainstream, it was in the charts.
You hear them? They'd be playing it in Top Shop.
Like on the radio, everything. Yeah,
proper good.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to add, I think 3. The first one I'm going to add is, sorry guys, I always have to start off with a. We fall down.
Oh,
but we get up. We fall down.
I don't know that song.
But we get up.
Really?
Wow,
that's a tune, man. It's old.
By
as well.
Yeah. Donnie McClurkin.
Oh, yeah. I can't
Really,
remember.
really big song.
Maybe if I hear it, because
Yeah,
I don't know. You know when you have like church and
Yeah,
they're
they
always
be
playing
remixing,
something
yeah,
in the
yeah, in the
background.
background.
And you're just like, oh yeah,
Or they
but you
remix
never
it.
actually know
Yeah,
the song.
exactly.
Or maybe you've even danced to something that you don't even know the name of the song.
I'm crying. But that's actually funny because it links with the theme that you're talking about, first of all, in terms of your like quitting and stuff. When it says that we fall down but we get up. Sometimes you have to get up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit and quit every day.
God damn. And the next one I'm going to add is from the album, which I remember when this came out. The way that I banged this album, William McDowell's Sounds of Revival.
Oh, yeah. Anything
on your chest, you just play that song, it will just come off.
Hey!
It will just come off. But anyway, I'm going to add 2 songs. I'm going to add Sweet Mystery, which is featuring Nicole Binion and Jonathan McRain. Something. Anyway,
Okay.
shout. That's what
I'm
Yeah. And then I'm going to add You Are Here and Falling on Your Knees. Sorry.
How's it go again?
It's
No,
going to
I
annoy
need
me. Get it. You playing it?
I'm gonna find it.
Okay, let
Hold
me
on.
do it.
Do you not have it there? I was gonna say,
Oh,
she
yeah.
has it
You
there.
are here now. Have your way. Oh, such a good one. Yeah.
Oh wow, William McDowell. When I went to see him live in Berms last year,
you went.
oh, so powerful. Hey, William McDowell,
he's
please come to
serious.
London.
Yeah, serious. But
Even didn't Kirk Franklin and
everyone was saying
we were at the
amazing.
wedding.
Yeah.
No, but even then, even before I even knew about the wedding, when I knew about the event, the tickets are sold out.
Yeah, they went really
Really?
fast. Yeah, they went really fast.
But yeah, guys, so those are the songs we're going to be adding to the playlist. Like I said, make sure you guys check out the playlist. It's available on Spotify, it's available on Apple Music, and it's available on YouTube. And let us know what you're thinking. And you guys have been sending your suggestions, so keep on doing that. And yeah, hopefully we'll add it at some point soon.
Yes.
So, on social media this week, on TikTok, I don't know if you guys seen it yet. Basically, you know, GCSE results day was just a couple of
Recently,
weeks ago.
Yeah.
So this girl, she got her results. Let me read them out. And you know now in the UK,
They're
results
numbered.
are now numbers.
I
So
don't know what
we have to...
The
you
highest
have to,
is 9.
Yeah, the highest is 9.
Okay.
But this babe, she got a 1 in citizenship studies.
Oh gosh.
A 1 in geography.
1-1.
A 3 in art.
Jesus.
An 8 in Spanish.
Oh, well
wonderful.
English 3. English language 3. English literature 3. Maths foundation 1.
Jesus. Foundation 1.
But the question I need to ask you is, why do I know her results?
Oh.
Because her parents came onto her TikTok, posted this results. You know how they give you the results?
No.
And then sat down for 5 minutes to explain to us why they have done what they're doing.
Do you know where they're from, like country-wise?
They're black. I don't know where they're from, but they're black.
I was actually going to ask if she's Spanish.
Yeah.
No. She's not Spanish. I don't know. But yeah, she's black. And they came onto TikTok And they basically
Sorry, just the only reason I said I wondered if she's Spanish
because she got
an
an
H.
H. Yeah, must be an H.
Hey,
got
just
an
had to
H.
thank you, just in case. So,
yeah, so they came on TikTok. They like sat down. They
the parents.
They put up a tripod, put the phone there.
Is she like a big person on TikTok?
No, but like
she is now, chair.
You know when things just go viral?
Yeah.
You know, like even some accounts, you go on there's like 300 followers, but one of their videos has like 4 million views.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of how it was here, yeah.
Okay.
And they basically came on to say that, the girl's name is Blessing, that, Blessing, she didn't do well. We've now taken the time to come out. But I didn't actually I didn't actually watch the full video because I was just getting pissed off because I'm just like, why are you coming online to come and out your child? Like, and the question I even want to ask is like, with these African parents, you know, we in Nigeria, like, how far is too far? Because nobody knew about her results.
Yeah.
But you've come, not even like you've created your own personal TikTok.
Yeah.
You now
logged into her
TikTok.
Yeah.
And now come and say that, these are the grades that she's got. The reason that we're doing this because we told her to take her studies seriously, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, is this like this kind of public?
I feel like with us, like not us, let me not say us, but when some people are not ashamed to embarrass themselves to make a point. Do you know what I mean? Like, as in they're more focused about the point. And like making sure that like their daughter feels it.
Yeah.
Rather than actually realizing that they're also disgracing themselves as human beings on the internet. Do you know what I mean? So they're just so focused on the lesson learned and the fact that she must suffer. And I feel like that's the issue that you said about how far is too far. When you cross that boundary, you're 100% too far.
Yeah.
You're 1,000% too far.
Yeah, I don't really understand like what this thing in our culture is about, like punishment via shame. Like in order for you to learn a lesson.
Do you think?
Maybe. It depends what you define as work. Because maybe, she'll do better next time, but maybe she'll also resent her parents for that forever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's even like when I remember, like, you know that we don't really do that this much. We don't really do this that much now. But you know, like when we were younger, you would just find out that people have gotten shipped off to, and their parents have left them in the country. They don't know anybody, with some family members that they don't know. Okay, yeah, maybe they're more well behaved now, but then it's like when they're in their 20s, you want to develop a close relationship. Sorry, but like you've removed me from being able to trust you because when I was young and impressionable, and I get that you were trying to make a point, and like I get that it's the whole like, but it's better for the child sort of thing. But at the same time, you're not thinking about how your actions are going to affect like your relationship later. Like, what's more important, the fact that she gets like 8s and 9s, or the fact that you have a relationship with her going forward where she can trust you? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Another reason I have an issue with this is, I don't know if you guys remember the year when we got our GCSE results, somebody committed suicide in Gray's Ockenden side. And like every results day, I always remember that because genuinely it was GCSE results. And I'm like, I don't even remember my results. I can't even remember all the subjects I studied. And it just makes me so heartbroken that somebody felt like they had to go to those lengths in order to like, because they felt like they had
done. That's a very good point actually you made, which is that sometimes parents will be like, they're so fixated on the problem, they don't realize actually if you think about your own situation, in the grand scheme of things, it's not actually that much of a big deal. For example, failing with GCSE results is actually not. It's not
We're not saying that you should fail.
We're not saying you should fail.
Like you should still
there
try
will be
your
some
best.
consequences for failing.
Yeah.
But if you think about the grand scheme of life, and like you raising a child, is a GCSE result really what makes you feel like you have succeeded in raising your child well? No. So that's why you got to take a step back, and I agree that people lose sight of that. They're just so focused on the problem and not the wider context of it.
And the thing is, like, I feel like obviously education is really important. It's something that we all care about and stuff, and I'm sure like we will instill that in our children too. But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, there's definitely different ways where you can have the same effect. But I don't know what it is. Like, I just feel like, especially like our parents' generation and the generation before that, like punishment is like so extreme. Sometimes it's like, it's not like, what do they call that now? What do they call like punishment in today's age? Like soft parenting or something.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? There's nothing like that.
There's
like
no soft.
There's no soft.
I just sometimes some people are too soft, but I do agree though.
But I'm not gonna lie, like 1s and 2s in core subjects like maths and English, that's really bad. Like you need to have a good like GCSE maths and English, like you need to be scoring. And especially, like, I guess
it's also difficult where, you know, when it's like you can see your child and you can see the reason why is because you just literally not even given a damn.
Yeah,
you know, for
that's
example,
the thing.
You know when it's like, okay, cool, fine, I've seen that. this is not, like you said, sometimes things aren't for you. My child is not reaching it. They tried it. We sat down. I tried explaining to them what 1 + 1 = 2. They keep on telling me it's 5. I've tried. That one, you could be like, hey, you know what? At least I've done my job. I've tried. It's just not really landing with this. But sometimes you have to admit, I can understand the frustrations. Not saying this is ever right, but I can understand frustrations where you know that this person is actually very smart in this particular thing, but it's because they have just completely focused on the wrong thing, or they've just like not putting any effort at all. It's like, at least put an effort so that at least we know that, okay, cool. It's just not for you. Like, you're not, the bad results or the low end results are a sense of you just actually just don't know it. Rather than you've not even attempted to even try to learn it. So I think that's where the frustration, I can understand if it was from that perspective. It's a lot more harder.
Absolutely. Like if you're like obviously we don't have the context, but I can't imagine a situation where this would ever be right. But I'm just like, if it's a thing of like you're not working hard, and I've actually told you time and time again, like, listen, this is important. And you've given them the tools, you've tried assisted learning, you've tried all those things, and they still don't, then fine, like I 100% like understand like a punishment or like some sort of, but to come and now shame her online. No, that's crazy. And I also feel like there's I was watching Meet the Perrys, which is Jackie Hill Perry and Preston Perry's podcast, and they had a guest on, and she was basically saying that when she was young, she used to get in trouble a lot with her teacher about talking too much. But her dad would like reprimand her and say like, you have to respect your elders and stuff like that. But then after saying all of that, he would be like, it could be that what you're actually getting in trouble for is actually your skill and your gift. But if you would allow like the Lord to like guide you so that you can at least use your skill and your gift in another place where it's like channeled into a certain energy, that could be like what you're successful in. And it reminds me a lot of our podcast. Like when I used to have parents' evening, I used to get in trouble for talking all the time. But is that not what I'm doing now? So yeah, I just feel like
the context.
Context is important.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, would you, when you have kids, would you tell them to do the 11+?
I think so. I think it also depends on that aptitude.
So 11+, remind me, what is that actually? Is it just grammar schools?
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah,
100% I would actually. Not even, I don't think I would even not question that.
Yeah. Why? You don't think it's worth it?
No, I wouldn't.
Really?
No.
What does that mean?
What if they're actually really intelligent?
Smart? And you feel like they need
send them to private school.
Okay, fine. Okay, but that's still, you still need an entrance exam.
But like,
you still need an entrance exam to go into a private school.
But the entrance exam for grammar school versus private, I felt at the time,
it's a lot easier.
It's a lot easier, but if you're somebody, it depends. If you're someone that you have bare money and it's not a thing, then fair enough. But if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of money and you need,
that's what I was going to say.
You need the top
I would
score.
But I would find a school that is still really good, but maybe like there isn't like, because at that age, sorry, why was I at 9
so you
years old?
You don't see any benefit?
No.
Really?
Nothing.
Wow.
Grammar school, yes, is good to have on paper, but the experience I had in grammar school...
Is that because you don't know what's going on in the other schools?
Did you have a good time at grammar school?
No, I didn't enjoy my sixth form.
No,
but what I'm trying to say is,
going on?
Here between us, all we can talk about is grammar and private school. But there's obviously a whole schooling system outside of that.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but like, do you know people that have gone through that and they're happy and they're happier? Because a lot of the reports I get from schools like that, not all of them, but like some of them is that like you have 30 kids in a room, 10 of them aren't even interested in learning, and then the teachers like spending...
What are you talking about? What kind of school are you talking about?
What do they call them? Like public
comprehensive schools?
Is that I can't remember what it's called. Like state schools, like
government
schools.
But in my grammar school, there was 30 girls. My class, half of the girls some of them were not.
Yeah, but you had to obviously you had to like cross a certain threshold to even enter there.
Some people got into that school because of catchment area. Not everybody did it.
So you're saying you could fail the exam?
What? Some people didn't do it. You can't against your school.
Yeah.
How?
I did not know that.
A school part of a catchment area.
No, but I thought that was like part of it. But you could.
To my knowledge, let me not say 100% because but I feel like some people got into that school and they didn't do the exam.
What?
I've never heard that before.
I think so. Yeah. I didn't know that.
If that was the case, like, that's very different. But I feel like if you, even though you know when you get,
I don't know. I just feel like the 11+. No.
So is it 11+ or is it the school?
Both. I feel like the reward on what we went through was not worth it.
I feel like that might be very tailored to your experience.
I think it's your experience. Which I'm not
Which is
saying
fine.
No, I didn't enjoy it either.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think I know that if I went elsewhere, I probably wouldn't have done as well. I know that for myself. I feel like it depends.
You guys went to a private school.
Yeah, but then I then went to a grammar school.
Okay, yeah.
At the point that is probably, in my opinion, very like the most critical part, which is determining what uni you go to. That's very critical. Like, as in, if I could be all the way.
So do you feel like if you stayed at
not necessarily if I stayed, if I went to a state school, I can't.
But if you went to Brampton Manor, you don't think you.
That's very different.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's other schools.
But don't you think it would be harder to get into Brampton?
Yeah,
but I'm just saying at that age, if I put my child in Brampton, if my child wanted to go to Brampton Manor, like you guys went to grammar schools when you did your A levels.
Yeah.
If I felt like my child at that age, I'm just talking about the age aspect. It's not like you're 11 and then you just start doing.
So you're basically saying from the point of
I just feel like
sixth form onwards.
Yeah, probably maybe sixth form, because you guys decided that that's what you wanted to do. I didn't have a decision on whether I was doing the 11 plus or not.
I didn't have a decision in terms of that.
Me neither.
Huh?
Who made the decision? I didn't make a decision on 11 plus.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't have the decision.
No, but he didn't have the decision either.
Yeah, she knows, but she's talking about the fact.
Oh no, because you said that you guys made the choice, but we didn't make the choice.
No, she was talking about at sixth form. We made the choice.
Oh, okay, you had the choice.
Yeah.
On whether you wanted to. It's either you stay where you are or you strive further and you go to grammar schools in order to get to the place that you want to do in uni. Yeah. You cannot compare a 9 or 10-year-old child to what you guys were when you were 15 or 16 making the choice. I'm saying back at that age, I didn't have a choice whether it was either, what's your first choice of grammar school? Is it Westcliff? Is it Southend? Is it Chelmsford? Which one do you want? There wasn't, do you want to do the exam or not? And I know that some kids, and going through the 11 plus at that age, kids doing it, and then if you fail, oh God, you shouldn't fail that exam. You will feel like I remember people doing that exam, and then if you didn't get in, you would feel like a failure. And at the age of
I just hit the mic, sorry.
if you're 10 or 11 and you've gone through all of that, I don't know if you guys.
No. I remember
you went to lesson.
Do you know why it was even worse for me? My parents found out about the 11 plus a few months before the 11 plus exam.
But I'm saying at least that one you can even style it and said, we didn't know. Me that went to private school, everybody except for 2 people in my class was doing the 11 plus. They were even doing 11 plus, or they were doing to get into a private school. So imagine the weight and the pressure that you have.
But isn't that weight and pressure you have to deal with anyway?
At 9 years old.
No, but you have to prepare yourself for going towards some sort of exam. So is it just that you're just saying that it's just...
No, Beatrice, I'm saying in my experience at school, I went to a private school where they trained you from year 3.
Yeah, so you don't even feel it. You don't know anything better.
Huh?
You don't know anything better.
That's what, but what I'm saying is that they gear you up for that exam. I remember going to Chelmsford. I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my God, if I don't, they give you one biscuit. They did the pressure was a lot. And you have that pressure, then you have the pressure from your parents, then you have the pressure from your school, and then you're actually thinking, wait, I'm not even 10, I'm 9, I'm just turning 10, I'm just taking, and the exam will even be now in November. As soon as you enter year 6, you're doing the exam, and I just feel like the pressure is just way too much. Like I have cousins that didn't do 11 plus. One of my cousins did 11 plus. She did not see the results. And it's kind of like, why would you now go through all of that? And then if you don't pass, you'll now feel like a failure at 10 years old.
But I think at that age, it's like on the parents to ensure that the child doesn't feel like a failure.
100%.
So like, I don't know, I feel like
we're speaking about
we're speaking about ourselves. You asked about what we would do, which is we would do.
But do you understand the point I'm making in terms that, because you gave the example of someone at GCSE that unfortunately took his own life because of the pressure. And I'm not saying that the parent, I don't know the full story, but what went around that time is because of the family pressure or anything like that, or he felt like himself that he's a failure. And I'm saying at the age of 10, 11, I don't know if I know that probably my parenting style would be definitely different from how it was back then. So even if I did put my child, because you can never say never. I never know when I have my child. Maybe I will. But I'm just saying, like, the pressure that I went through doing all of that to now get to a school where they're even racist. There's no money. They're
well, I was going to say,
and all of
I
that,
was actually
go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say that actually, like, it could be that a lot of like your experience were tied to where the school was in terms of like geography.
It wasn't tied to where the school was. It's just
in terms of like the racism that you encountered and stuff.
Did you guys encounter racism at grammar school?
Grammar. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did actually.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
I'm just saying, like, there's racism everywhere. Like, I'm not just saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, the schools that we went to were in Essex, like, where there weren't a lot of, like.
But there were so many black people in my school. That's what I'm trying to say.
You have to remember that the teachers are typically from that area.
I know, but I'm just saying that I'm just talking about let me just say that this was my experience. I don't know how, looking back, I did all that work. I put in, I was going to lesson weekday. I was going to this camp, another summer camp. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You go for you go to 100%. One uncle.
Yeah.
Then because the one uncle
and
you now go to another one.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you understand? So you go through all of that and then you now get into the school, you go through the school. I stayed at that school for 5 years. I came out and I'm just like, was it worth all that money and I'm not saying that it was in vain or I don't know what the term is, but all that money and all that stuff, like, was it worth what it was? Like, was it really worth it? And the answer was just no. So, but I've seen that, obviously my brother went to a really good private school.
Yeah.
And obviously he tells me that stuff happens in every single school.
Yeah.
Like you cannot
escape that.
Escape that sort of thing. But I'm looking at the reward of what he got going to a school like that versus what I got. And even though he didn't do it, not saying that my brother did very bad in his GCSE, but it's not like he got 15 A stars like they got in grammar school. But the reward that he got from that school wasn't just grades. It was the other stuff as well, like the networking, the way that he hadn't like.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree. Like, if I could afford to put my children through private school education, I will. But I just don't know if I'll be able to.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, I believe that the next best thing would be like a grammar school. But I could also be wrong. Like, I haven't done an open day or anything like that. In years. So yeah.
Exactly.
But anyway, should we?
Let's wrap up.
Hope you guys enjoyed that episode.
Yes,
Please make sure, if you haven't done so already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, guys.
Please also, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc., please follow us there and leave a rating and a review. And we do read those. It helps spur us on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
And follow us on WhatsApp channels and subscribe to our Patreon for extra exclusive content.
For real.
Bye.
Bye.